significantly. He approaches each day with a positive spirit, a kind heart, and deep respect for adults and peers alike. As an 8th grade student, Ryan leads by example. He is a good friend, a steady mentor to younger students, and someone who is always willing to come alongside and help. A proud member of the school band, Ryan contributes creatively and with enthusiasm to campus life, both inside and outside the classroom. His presence strengthens the ensemble, and his commitment mirrors the same dependability he shows in all he does. Beyond music, Ryan is one of the most dependable and community-minded students on campus. He is the first to lend a hand supporting classmates, assisting maintenance staff, helping food service workers, and stepping in whenever his presence is needed. He works closely with their maintenance team to set up and clean up for school events, both during and after school, always without hesitation and always with a positive attitude. Service is deeply rooted in Ryan's character. He and his family volunteer at every Pine Ridge Booster event, offering their time and enthusiasm to support the entire school community. His natural caretaker instincts extend beyond campus as well, where he plays an essential role in caring for his younger cousins and remains a supportive figure for students of all ages. Thoughtful, hardworking, and deeply committed to others, Ryan exemplifies true Rattler spirit. Mm-hmm. Congratulations, Ryan.
Okay, Ryan, I think he's counting the minutes. He wants this to be over, but no, this is when we get to let you, Ryan. I got to spend some quality time with Ryan in a space right before this, and those 30 minutes were not enough. We could continue and to talk about and rave about Ryan. He is a humble leader. And when I was talking to him, I wanted to understand, how does an 8th grader become a mentor and a friend? If we all reflect on 8th grade, we were trying to find ourselves. Who were we? What direction were we going? Ryan has it down. He is the cool kid on campus that embraces those younger students, guides, leads them. No mistake is a wrong mistake. He pretty much walks them to the right direction. And think about that, having like a second admin. We have his beautiful family here. We have his amazing superintendent, Mr. Rosa here, and he couldn't stop raving about Ryan as well. One thing that you have to know about Ryan that's not in the script, and Ryan shared with us, this is going to bring you up on your cool radar. Remember, Ryan, this is recorded. Ryan has a car already. Yes, he has a car. He definitely has his goal set. And when I asked Ryan, what do you want to do after high school? Oh, you know what? You have a principal and a team right behind you that's going to rave about this, because he said trade school, welding. So that. Yes, and he loves to set up events and use his hands, and with his trade school and welding, he is going to go far beyond the expectations. We're so proud of you, and he had so many beautiful stories, but one I would love to share, and this is to highlight the amazing educational partners that we have out there. When I asked him, what was a challenge that you faced in school? And he said, writing. Writing is tough for some of us, and his amazing librarian took him in and helped him try to learn cursive to see if that would help with his penmanship a little bit more. And I said, Ryan, that speaks volumes of your librarian, but that also speaks volumes in regards to your character and your leadership, because that means that you were humble enough to try something new, you were receptive, and you were ready for the challenge. So don't ever change that, Ryan. We are so proud of you, and you are one out of 206,000 Fresno County students today that's being recognized.
We're going to do a similar thing that we just did for the employee of the month. So we're going to talk about you. And then if you'd like to share something, you're certainly welcome to. Your superintendent might also like to say a few words. But I'm going to ask Trustee Robles to begin.
Sure. So as I'm following along with the reading here, and I'm thinking to myself, like, as an 8th grade student, how many times did I have positive spirit at school? And it wasn't a lot of times. So yeah, so it really does speak volumes that, you know, you can be going through whatever you may be going through at this age and still be able to keep a positive attitude and be an example for your peers. And you are involved in so many outside activities, and I mean, I was trying not to cry today, so I was like trying not to look at mom, because anytime I see moms cry, I'm like, oh no, there's the tears. So I definitely looked away a few times, but I could tell a few times I looked over and how proud your mom is of you and all your accomplishments, and to be able to stand here and be recognized, because yes, we are recording it, and so I'm sure your mom's going to share it with anyone she can. But I mean, the support that our parents give us, you know, to be able to have access to these resources and to be able to take advantage of the activities at school and outside of school, speaks volumes about your mom and her dedication to making sure that you are successful in life. So I just want to, you know, thank mom for all your hard work, and congratulations on an amazing boy here, and continue the work. And I know you have a bright future ahead of you. I hope you look into C-Tech. I don't understand. In there. But anyway, so congratulations, and I know you're going to do amazing things. So thank you.
Ryan, first of all, it's great to have somebody from Pine Ridge come. I think you're the first one that we've had as a superstar from Pine Ridge, and you're in my district. And I really appreciate seeing a young gentleman like yourself who obviously gets into very different avenues, not just one thing. You don't just do music. You scale, and then at the end said you want to get into plumbing. Trades. And the reason why I slipped on that one is because I just this morning, you know those TikTok, that guy that goes around and talks to people what helped you become successful? You guys have all seen that. I just saw one this morning. Guy pulls in with a Rolls Royce, he's late 30s. He says, "Is this your Rolls Royce?" He says, "Yes, this is one of them." And so can I ask you what you do to get it? He says, "I'm a plumber." So it does over 100 million a year. And what I'm getting at is I'm so glad you have the wisdom to look at those trades, because that is where you can scale that and make a big impact on a lot of people's lives. And so I urge you, when you go down to Sierra High, is look at business classes. Or C-Tech. And actually, this is something that C-Tech and I were going to have a discussion about putting business classes and economic classes in there, speech classes. Those are the key elements that you need in order to scale whatever it is you choose to do. The sky's the limit for you, and this is a perfect age to get you as an 8th grader to really get focused on different. Keep doing other stuff. Keep doing other stuff. And while you're at it during the summer, since you're up in my neighborhood, I'm the one that has a horse stable at Dinky Creek. Wish on a coal ride, come up and I'll take you for a horse ride.
I was going to ask, what instrument do you play? Euphonium? I
don't even know what-
I might have to see a picture of it.
As a business,
Yeah. I have to look that one up. But yeah, noticing some of the items kind of that they wrote, that you're in band, you have a sense of humor, being very service oriented. I thought of being up in Dr. Clyde's area, where Pine Ridge is located, a community with a deep sense of service and community that runs there. Thinking of, the past that it's gone through and items that have occurred in that community coming together. I thought of Sierra High, and now we're talking about C-Tech, and I'm like, it's a little bit of a drive. Oh, okay. Thank you.
Like a tuba.
Like she says, like a tuba. It looks large and heavy.
Yeah. Smaller.
Not heavy.
It's smaller.
It's
A bit smaller than a tuba, but like a brass instrument. That's what I'm going to call it. It's a brass instrument. I'm going to have to put my glasses back on to see what I wrote here. but I thought about that and leading by example for your other students. I thought an interesting thing is in 8th grade, I dreamt of owning a car. So that was kind of an item for me. And I remember the first thing that I had to learn about the first car that I owned was how to build a carburetor. And I had a single parent. And so that single parent wasn't really able to help me learn how to build a carburetor on my first car. And so I learned to build a carburetor by building a carburetor like 4 times, maybe 5 times, with lots of little rebuild kits. And eventually I think I figured it out. So that's one of the fun things that kind of you get to do with maybe a car first time is learn how to do something by doing it a couple times. Got really familiar with a Chilton manual, I think, or a Hayes manual. Back in that time. So taking advantage of those items if you're there at Sierra High, automotive classes and items like that. I know they've got some good career technical education courses up there. And the other thing I wanted to say is I know that Pine Ridge has their, I'm going to call it their winter program tonight. And so good luck in your winter program this evening.
Now it's my turn, Ryan. I had the pleasure of meeting with Ryan and the family before, and he's such a delight. He's a little nervous, but you're doing good. See, we're almost done. Told you it was no big deal. We're just here to honor you. That's all it is. One of the words that came up in the conversation when we were in chambers with our deputy superintendent, and thank you for taking over. You're doing a fantastic job.
My pleasure.
Is the word empathy. And thank you, Lisa, for bringing that up. Empathy. It's one of the traits that you carry, and it's an honest trait that you carry that many don't carry. And if you were to go into the drugstore or to a Walgreens, into the card section, and if you were to look for a card in the section of empathy, you would find none, because there aren't any cards that deal with empathy. My daughter had a assignment from one of her teachers at Edison High School to look for that card. And when she went and looked, she did not find one. So that shows you that empathy is something really big that's lacking in our community. But through you and your presence on your campus, with the support of your family and your grandmother, that has been there for you and your mother and your family support system, your superintendent, thank you for being with us today. Your village is what we call it. Your village is strong. Your support system is strong, which has allowed you to become the wonderful person you are, Ryan, that has empathy for others. You're a role model, and leading the way on campus. You're showing your peers how to act, how to conduct themselves. You're showing your cousins, your family members, how to act and how to conduct themselves with empathy and love and kindness. And that's a rarity. Oh, don't get uncomfortable now. I'm almost done. But it's a rarity. It's a great, especially for an 8th grader. It's fantastic. So what kind of car do you have? Oh, well, all right then. What color is it? Oh, I love the color. Forest green, yes. Well, I just want to say we're so very proud of you. Now let's see. Trade, schools, welding. Did you see the fountain downstairs? You missed our beautiful fountain downstairs? Well, that was created by one of our students at where, folks? CTEC. Yes. Once again chiming in. So before you leave, I got it, folks. I got it. So before you leave, make sure you go down into our entryway. It's a beautiful copper fountain that was created by one of our students, Jacob, as a matter of fact. And it's a 13-bit, and the young lady that is sitting behind you is his sister. So give homage, yes. And it's a beautiful copper fountain. You well too?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, indeed. So welding is a wonderful trade to be in. There is a fountain downstairs for you to admire, and it was created by one of our C-Tech students, and it is a 13-level pier to show the different levels of our educational structure. So make sure you check that out before you leave. And let's see, did I get all my notes? He's fantastic. He's an 8th grader. Thank the family. Got it all. All right. Bravo to you. Do great things.
I'll just wrap it up with two things. One is the pride that your superintendent is showing is really says it all for me, because I've known him for quite a while. And through all the comments, he's been nodding, and the first to applaud because he knows who you are and the amazing person that you are. And the second thing is, I know that you're in a small community and a small school, and everybody knows everybody, right? You know, if you do something out of line, your mom probably knows before you get home, right? You know, and that's the beauty of a small community is we take care of each other. And it sounds like you're one of the primary caretakers for people in your, not only in your family, but in your community. And I think that is just something that you'll never grow out of. And people will admire you for the rest of your lives. So thank you for being the special person you are. Thanks to all the family and superintendent also for being here to celebrate. So congrats.
And it should be noted that he's young and he went right through the devastating effects of the Creek Fire. And it tore that community up. And you see someone like this come rise above it. That is class.
That's the Phoenix, right?
Okay, Ryan and Superintendent Rosa, this is your time. If you'd like to go to the podium and share a few words.
I just would like to thank everybody in my community, my parents, my aunts, my uncles, my grandparents, my teachers, Mr. Rosa, just everybody that's helped me along the way.
If you folks haven't noticed, Ryan's different. Ryan's a different young man. Trustee, much like you, I was busy dodging and throwing balls in 8th grade. You're doing the same stuff. Not this young man. I told a story earlier, for example, before we left, there was a youngster in the office that is a friend of one of his cousins. He checked on that kid before we left to make sure he was okay. This is an 8th grader that puts others first. Like, hey, that's okay, let me help this kid out. In fact, there's one of his young cousins right there, who Miss Maggie, he helps look out for his brothers. So it's really special to see. You don't see kids, when they see family members, they kind of get hurt. They say, oh, wait, not this young man. This young man actively goes out and celebrates his family, celebrates his cousins, his mom, you know, all the folks that are here with him. It's a special group of people, and I will miss Ryan tremendously because he has been a leader on campus. And in my 28 years, I don't know that I've ever seen a kid this young show such a tremendous amount of leadership potential, as well as empathy, and looks out for, we'll check on, hey, like Brighton's adults days, this is the kind of special kid this is. So I will say to all you folks, thank you for giving us your best and letting us do what we can do with him. And he's made us better for a better school because of Brian.
Okay, go ahead.
So we're going to ask Dr. Lyra to come forward, and she's got a couple things for you. And if you'll come up to the front, we'll get some pictures as well.
Does he want to take his badge off?
Oh, yeah. Fill your badge.
With us today is Mr. Matty McCoy, with Stop for our community and our student population. He's got a special gift here for Ryan, which is monetary, so it could go to his future goals. All right, Dave. And the first goal here ever president has.
Do you tell him how much the check was?
That gets a new carburetor? Yeah.
It's great.
Come up here and shake our hands.
So we're going to take a 10-minute recess where there's desserts outside to celebrate, and there'll be some interviews going on as well. So we will reconvene at 2:50.
Come up here and shake our hands.
This is now time for community input. The public may address the board pursuant to established procedures. No action shall be taken pursuant to California Government Code Section 54954.3. Individual speakers shall be allowed 3 minutes to address the Fresno County Board of Education per Board Bylaw 9323. I do not see anyone present to speak, so we will close our community input. We also have no public hearing. There are no reports, and so we'll move on to action items. In representing Superintendent Cofer, Dr. Lira, item number 1, adoption of FCBE Resolution 2025-46.
Thank you, Dr. Masamoto and members of the board. I ask that you consider adoption FCBE Resolution number 2025-46, recognizing January 19, 2026 as the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Day. And the Martin Luther King Jr. Unity Committees lead a countywide effort to pay tribute to Dr. King. The California Education Code 37220A2 designates January 19, 2026 as Martin Luther King Jr. Day and requires that schools hold suitable exercises commemorating the civil rights movement of which Dr. King played a crucial role. Also, by the observance of Dr. Martin Luther King Day, schools are encouraged to help students gain a better understanding of justice, integrity, freedom, and love. And Black Americans make up almost 5% of Fresno County's culturally diverse students, and Martin Luther King Jr. Day celebration is a time to honor cultural diversity. Therefore, I kindly recommend that the board join the superintendent and myself in her place today in adopting resolution number 2025-46 in observance of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Day.
So moved.
Seconded.
Thank you.
Motion made by Vice President Scott-Munson, seconded by Member Clyde. Any discussion? Roll call vote, please.
President Masamoto?
Yes.
Vice President Tapscott-Munson?
Yes.
Member Clyde?
Yes.
Member Burton?
Yes.
Member Robles?
Yes.
Okay, next item, adoption of FCBE Resolution number 2025-47.
Thank you, President Masamoto and members of the board. I ask that you consider adoption of SCBE Resolution number 2025-47, recognizing School Board Recognition Month in January 2026. You are all exceptional, and School Board Recognition Month observed each January honors the service and leadership of local school board members. These individuals provide essential governance, advocacy, and oversight that support student success and much more. So I ask that you please consider adopting this resolution.
So moved.
Second. Thank you for your service.
Motion made by Trustee Burton, seconded by Vice President Tapscott-Munson. Roll call vote, please.
President Matsumoto?
Yes.
Vice President Tapscott-Munson?
Yes.
Member Clyde?
Yes.
Member Burton?
Yes.
Member Robles?
Yes.
Excuse me.
Motion carries. Okay, moving on to appointments of representatives to boards. I did not have a printout of this. Dr. Lira, are you prepared to speak to that?
This
No,
one
it
has
says
the most-
president,
yeah.
sorry.
okay.
It just says presenter on here. Michelle
Because we
Campbell
didn't know
Cofer.
who would be president. That's why they're.
Okay, there you go.
Here, Dr. Masamoto, would you like this copy?
Please,
Is that-
thank you.
Committee?
Okay. So
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, so we'll
We say yes.
I was
continue.
gonna only.
Are you moving?
Nope.
Okay, yes.
Member Burton, did you have something to?
No, mine is on the Bs.
He said he'd continue.
I'll continue.
So facilities, this year was Dr. Clyde and alternate Brian Burton.
Yeah, and anything that comes up, it's always agenda item.
Yeah, they're all
We talk about it
agenda.
anyway. So we almost don't need that committee, but we can leave it just in case something does come up. We don't meet independently. We haven't met independently in years.
We haven't.
Right.
So we're just, any discussion, any questions? So those two will continue on in those roles. Board projects,
I was gonna ask Itzy if she wanted to be the representative.
Sure, yes.
I'd like to remain the president.
so there's two representatives of the board
Yeah.
project.
Yeah.
So
Like to
the
remain.
recommendation is trustee Robles and
Kimberly.
trustee Tapscott Munson.
Yep.
And board seminar, board president and vice president were what we did last year. To me, that makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, to just continue on?
Yeah.
Okay, and City of Fresno School Liaison Committee, again, that was board president and vice president. I'm not sure, did they meet this year?
Those are designated.
Those are
Past those
designated.
positions.
Yes.
I can't hear you.
It's designated for
Yeah.
president and vice president.
Right, okay.
We can do this. Well, I think if we vote on that, we can just keep doing it.
Okay. Okay,
Is
so,
it by, that's not by policy or ed code or anything like that.
It's their request from the
Yeah.
committee.
I didn't think so.
yeah.
It's their request from the.
So they will all remain the same with the exception of the second representative on the board project is no longer Brian Burton and is now Itzy Robles,
Great,
right?
right.
Okay, terrific. You guys make it easy.
I know we work so well together.
Oh, we need a motion? Okay, is there a motion?
I so move.
Okay. Motion made by Member Clyde, second by Vice President Trustott Scott Munson. Roll call, please.
President Munson,
Yes.
Vice President Scott Munson,
Yes.
Member Burton.
Yes.
Member Clyde.
Yes.
Member
Yes.
Thank you all. Okay. So we have no closed session today. Trustee activities, travel requests. Are there any travel requests? No travel requests? Okay. There, item number 2, consider approval of GSBA delegate assembly and AEC reimbursements for myself and Vice President Scott Munson.
Yes.
Any discussion, questions? Is there a motion
So move.
to approve? We can approve both of them at the same time, correct? Yeah. Okay. Motion by Member Clyde. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Member Burton. Roll call vote, please.
President Massanutten,
Yes.
Vice President Scott Munson,
Yes.
Member Burton,
Yes.
Member Clyde.
Yes.
Member Robles.
Yes.
Motion carries. Thank you. Receipt of correspondence. Is there any correspondence any of you would like to discuss? I have the one that was shared. Really, it's a recognition of Brian for being our representative to ACCBE.
Video.
Had asked if they could present, but then they couldn't make it, and then they thought, well, they could try to do something online, and that didn't work. And so they sent the video that was forwarded to all of you from President Bina
Lefkowitz.
Lefkowitz, thanking us for our involvement and support and
And our student.
right, and that our student representative attended the session. Also included in your packet is their annual report, which is a one-page front and back annual report of the ACCBE from their first year of operations. Yes.
Are we able to get a copy of that video so we can post it? I thought that was fantastic.
But, I mean,
I couldn't download it. It has a encrypted password on the Zoom.
well, I don't know if they give us permission to,
Yeah, you might have to contact
you
Bina.
might, yeah, I would think that,
Well, that answers that question.
yeah. Since it was password protected,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So it was really, for us, they wanted to let us know how much they appreciated it.
Yes, indeed.
Any other communication or correspondence? Okay, comments by board members. Kimberly, you can start today.
I will start
You don't
today,
have to
sure.
follow.
Well, I don't mind starting. I got that tag team named Brian brings all the logistics and I hit him with the heart. So you know how we like to do that together. So that's the reason. I just want to say that we received some compliments during the break of how we conduct ourselves during our conversation that we had earlier. And I think that's one of the things that I really appreciate about our board, that we're able to have intelligent conversations. We're able to kind of go through things and figure it out and continue to stay on task and course in a professional manner, how we conduct ourselves. And it's really special, our board, how we're able to be role models ourselves. So I just want to just thank everyone for our companionship and how we're able to collaborate together and still be strategic for our county. So, thank you.
Thank you. Trustee Burton, do you have any comments?
No, it's just a rich season for, I think, all of our schools and students. Many activities have gone on. They've presented a lot of their talents to us, and it's been a great opportunity to see the accomplishments of students over the first semester. I'll say congratulations to a great accomplishment of one of our local high schools, Division 1A champions for the state, Central East. I'm so used to calling them Central, but the Central Bengals for football, a great accomplishment by that high school. A lot of dedication of students. Member Tapscott Munson and I both have students that attend from our areas that attend that high school. What an accomplishment that is for a public school to make that accomplishment. Such an accomplishment for those students, and certainly for those teachers and the support of the parents supporting that high school. And what they accomplished this year, and the opportunity that each of us have as members of the community to go out and support these students, not only in sports, but in arts, who are plays are going on, winter plays, band, orchestra performances, and many other performances. Like Pine Ridge has their winter program this evening. Many elementary schools are doing their winter performances, junior highs. There's many activities that are going on right now that we can go and see and support students and see the efforts that they put forward this year and support them in those.
Thank you.
Nope, I'll pass.
Rebels?
Not too long, but just wanted to thank my colleagues for. I cannot believe it's been a year since I've been sworn in, but you guys have all definitely welcomed me with open arms and have been very easy to work with, and it's making being in this position much easier than I thought it would be. I think being newly elected ever, because I've never been elected before, and this is the first time I've been elected. I definitely came in thinking, oh my gosh, how am I going to find the strength to speak up when needed, or to share my thoughts, or be able to share my background in the decisions that I make. And you guys have all made it so easy for me to do that. So thank you so much for that. Being able to witness all the amazing people that we honor at our meetings, and seeing the amazing work that they do for our communities. it has been an honor to be able to provide some words of encouragement and congratulatory comments to all those families. And I can see why you guys continue to do the work that you do, because most of you guys have been elected several times and continue to do the work, and it's for a reason. And like kudos to all of you for continuing to be in public service and for wanting to do the best for our community and for our families. And I'm very excited to continue being on this board and to be able to provide my insight and to continue to make decisions and proposals that come from my heart and come from my personal experiences, because I know that, I didn't have to run a tough campaign for myself, and I know many of you have had to do that. But even in that, I know that when I thought about running for this position and when the position opened up, I really thought about it in the sense of like, what can I personally bring to the table, and can I do a better job than any of my opponents and who may come? And I know that because of my background, yes, I'm supposed to be here and I'm supposed to be where I am and speaking when I do. And so I hope that others look at me as an example that, you can be here and you can speak up for your communities, and you don't need to have all this experience in politics or all this experience running campaigns. It's not always needed, but when you're speaking to your communities, to speak from the heart, and so that way they know why really you're running for office, why you're doing the work that you're doing, because that's what's important to them. And so I just want to thank you guys again for allowing me to be a part of this board, and for my community for trusting me. And I can't wait to see what lies ahead, and I hope that I can impact even more in the years to come. So thank you so much for that.
Good job.
Well, and I'll just wrap up that I too appreciate this board, each and every one of you. And I think we did have a robust conversation earlier, and I think it was for the right reasons. And that I think we do have definitely opportunity to make some changes in our processes and our systems, and that will be benefit, I think, everyone. And as I mentioned earlier, I really would love to have some type of retreat earlier in the year so that we can discuss some priorities and or issues that we've never really had an opportunity to discuss, and maybe set a goal or two or three, of what we would like to accomplish. So I'd like you to put that in the back of your mind, to be thinking about those things. I need to talk to Superintendent Kofer. I did sit down with her a couple of weeks ago. We had conversations about all sorts of stuff, and share with her some of my thoughts. And you all know that I did a little research with other county boards to find out. I haven't finished compiling it, but I will send that to you, my compilation of what I learned from, I don't know, about a dozen county boards that are our size or bigger. Our size-ish, anyhow, in terms of committees, in terms of study sessions or learning sessions and retreats. And not that we have to do anything that the rest of them do, but just kind of as information that we can say, oh, look what others are doing, and do we want to consider doing some of those things? So I'm hoping that in the next month, we can be in touch with everybody to try to find an appropriate date and time to have a type of retreat that I don't think we've had in the time that I've been on this board. And we may choose to try to find an outside facilitator to do that, unless this board thinks that that's not a good idea.
I think that's fantastic. That's what the Girl Scouts do.
Equally participate.
Yeah. So serving on the Girl Scouts executive board, that's what we do. We will take a weekend and go out of town, and they have a facilitator, and we do a personality trait task, and I'm the orchestrator, and it gives you all of those traits and how to work together, and that's a fantastic tool. But I think we need to have spaces also where we can have more conversations like we did today, and even putting it on the agenda so that we make sure we come back maybe in a month or two to revisit it. Because yes, that is a concern. And even in the lobby, 3:30 is prime pickup time for school. So, that was a time that was proposed, and outside they were saying, that means we'd have to rush back to after trying to pick our kids up for school to get there, and that wouldn't work. So I think maybe a survey and, plans to move forward to plan for forward.
The detail,
Yeah.
I just want you to
Right.
think about that idea.
Plans to move forward.
Don't imagine that's going to be a whole weekend. I can imagine that it would be 4 hours, maybe 6 hours. Most,
That's
but I think maybe 4 hours is it's more realistic to just roll up our sleeves and be able to talk about things that are important to us.
I think the biggest advantage we did today with our discussion was that the folks realized all the different facets about it, and the public and the children knew that, hey, we're thinking about you too, and how convenient it is for you too. And it was all open air discussion, whether we changed our policy or not.
Right.
It's almost secondary to the idea that we're recognizing issues.
Right. Yeah.
That we discuss, and that's really important.
Absolutely. So I just want you to be aware, hopefully we'll be getting a little survey or something out to you as to your availability and that kind of thing. Let's see. A reminder that the January 20th Trustees Association meeting is going to be at the new Bradley Center in Clovis, with Lynn Ashbeck from Valley Children's Healthcare being the speaker, talking about child health issues and what the Valley Children's Healthcare system is doing, and how they can interface with us and the school districts in the area to better serve kids related to health issues. So I just wanted, if you haven't RSVP'd yet, please let Angela know. That's also the organizational meeting for the Trustees Association, where they will be electing officers as well as changing bylaws. I really encourage you to be there and read the bylaws that were sent out. The proposed changes. Two other things is, since our last meeting, right after our last meeting was the Educator of the Year Awards, which was really a very, very special evening. And the people that we have to celebrate are just incredible. And I just wanted to acknowledge the FCSS team that orchestrates that whole event, because it is one of the events of the year that people look forward to, and it was excellent. And finally, just happy holidays to everybody. Stay healthy. My goodness, if you can. There's so much going on and so much going around that we need to have you here in January. So. And beyond. So those are just my comments.
And then I just wanted to say thank you to Madam Angela, our secretary, for the best travel packages ever. I didn't get to say anything last month before leaving for, where were we? Sacramento. Always professional, always organized. I love having the paper backup because I had to refer to it at the hotel. But thank you so much for always preparing that for me. Whenever my colleagues from different counties see it, they are envious of it. They say their secretaries never do a stellar job as you do. So thank you for all of your service to us throughout the year. I know it's a lot, but we appreciate you and we love you.
Thank you. Moving on to Superintendent's report. Dr. Lear, are you?
Sure, I could share a few words. Oh, don't give me a mic, because I love to share some words and highlight. We continue to celebrate, even though it's small growth, it's growth for our Fresno County Superintendent of Schools, staff and students. And most of all, this is the work of our amazing district partners and district leadership. Our students are growing. When we continue to have conversations about data internally, externally with our partners, there's only two groups that we're really focusing on where the gap is still still a little bit larger right now, and that's our EL population and then our foster homeless youth. We continue to support them. Our gap is smaller. There are some successes for them, but we are really unpacking that data and making sure that we're supporting our districts as we can, and they are working hard. Our district partners are phenomenal, and as always, so is our Fresno County Superintendent of Schools team. And then with that said, this morning I had the pleasure of starting off with Trina Frazier with All Things All for Youth Mental Health. It was a small interview through ABC 30. Thank you to our amazing Jenny Breitigam, who writes the best informational public media comments for them, and then they reach out to us and say, hey, we want some time with you. And it's a reminder that during the holidays, even though it's joyous for a lot of us, it's pain for some of our students. They're in broken homes, they're in separated homes, or they really rely on our school systems for safety, consistency, and also that friendship, right? Their friends are their voice because many of them are silent. So it was a great start to the day, reminding them that we have services for 0 to 25. They are free, and it's not just mental health services. We remind them we have clothes, we have food for them, we have other supports, and it's those layers of safety that sometimes doesn't happen within the home or within the classroom. Not to judge our parents, but to support our parents.
Yes.
They didn't have those tools growing up, and our team is doing an amazing job county-wide supporting to where the number was about 300 or more school sites that we have these services implemented. So during the holidays, always, if anybody needs help, just have them go to our website, All for Youth, and there is somebody there always answering, ready to support a family, a student. A student can even submit a referral on their own if they feel that they need that support. So it was a great way to start a conversation. I believe it's on tonight at 4:30. Yes, on ABC 30.
Gotta get home then, huh?
Yeah, soon. And with that, Dr. Clyde, thank you for your leadership. It's been a pleasure, and for all of you, and stepping in, Dr. Masamoto and Trustee Tapscott Munson and the entire board. We appreciate you all, and next month is your month, so we will be highlighting you then. Happy holidays, and remember, the best gift is yourself. Self-care, unplug, uncharge, and take care of yourself.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank
you,
Dr. Lara, for coming in.
And Dr. Clyde, you did an excellent job serving as president this year. I just want to tell you, you were visible, you came down the hill, you were at your events, and it was just so nice to see you and to interact with you at all of our events this year. And I love the tie. Thank you so much. Merry Christmas.
Great. And I'm just going to wrap up. I did forget to mention, I did email all of you, as well as our colleagues in the other three counties, my report from Delegate Assembly. And if you had a chance to look at it, the focus of CSBA over the next year or two is how can we impact the system? Meaning, how can we impact the state, the rules, the regs, the legislature, the Board of Education, whomever is overseeing systems for our students to make them less complex and more directly relevant to the needs of our kids, so that make it easier for our schools and our districts to support our kids. So that's the priority. So I forgot to mention that, but I just wanted to.
And I forgot to give a little something. The conference at CSBA was fantastic. We had wonderful representation. I was able to attend a few of the workshops. My favorite was the do's and don'ts. And it was fantastic. I had the honor once again to accept the Golden Bell Award on behalf of our board for the 4th year in a row. And it was fantastic, along with Dr. Soto. And it was fun sitting with her, and I gave her the bell, and I told her to ring it. She says, but I thought we're supposed to wait till the end. I said, no, ring it right now. So she rang it, and we had a great time. It was an honor to be able to accept on behalf of our county for the 4th year in a row. So it shows that the projects that we are selecting are excellent projects, and I'm just proud to be a part of it. Thank you.
Thanks. So future agenda items, I have, future calendar change, because, that could be discussion. Also retreat planning. And I'm just going to ask right now, would you rather do this on a weekday, afternoon, evening, or Saturday? I mean, Preferably weekend for you. Does it matter to you?
Doesn't matter to me.
Does it matter to you?
A weekend might be better for me.
Weekend?
Yes,
So like
I'm
Saturday?
open. I'm open.
Weekend, like a Saturday, maybe a Saturday morning or something like that would, okay, as opposed to a Friday afternoon.
Yes, indeed.
Depends how late.
Yeah.
I mean, that was another idea. It's, maybe like a 1 to 5 or something like that on Friday afternoon. But we don't want it to displace your other responsibilities.
I'm
So-
open. I'm open.
Okay. Any other future agenda items? Next meeting will be on January 15th at 1:30 here at same place, same time. We have your special events calendar. We'll be seeing you at a number of events, I'm sure, maybe even before our next meeting. So is there any other business? Is there a motion to adjourn?
Second.
Motion by Member Clyde, second by Vice President Tapscott Munson. Roll call, please.
President Masamoto,
Yes.
Vice President Tapscott Munson,
Yes.
Member Burton.
Yes.
Member Klein.
Yes.
Member Vogel.
Yes.
Happy New Year, everybody. Meeting's adjourned.
Happy New Year, Merry Christmas. Don't forget your beautiful gifts. Like
Happy New Year, everybody.